Yo, Tube, what's good? It's Aegis. In today's video, we are going to be playing the Arcane Mage. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a dueling session on Arcane. I think Arcane is pretty good in 1v1. I mean, it's obviously still Mage. Mage isn't really the best 1v1 class. There are a lot of hard counters, stuff you won't really be able to beat. But I think it's probably on par with Frost into melees, and it does maybe a little bit better into casters as well. However, it's just harder to play, harder to execute because Arcane is overall harder spec. So anyways, let's get directly into the first duel here. Alright, for the first duel, we're going to try to duel a hunter here. This is going to be the talent build I'm running. Pretty standard. I'm running empowerment, temp just to survive, mass invis. Probably don't need mass invis. We can actually go Netherwind here. Netherwind is probably a better option because hunters are going to be doing a lot of damage to us. So let's try to get a duel going here. Alright, so he's going to start invis. There's not really much we can do here. We can try to build up an empowerment stack. DB. Sheep. Sheep goes off. Okay. We're going to root the pet here. We're going to ring it. Resheep this guy. Get the Arcane Surge rolling here. He melds. We're going to meld the silence as it hits us. Meld. We didn't time it correctly, unfortunately. Used Trank Shot there, but didn't get my alter time. Beautiful. So he wants to trap me. That's what it's looking like. We pop Temp Shield. We're going to trinket this, and now we just want to get our empowerment stacks rolling here. Just going to blast him. That's wall. Need to block. Shouldn't have walled. Should have only blocked. With all of his damage. This BM will fall. We gotta set the block full. Root the pet. Get a chrono shift up on him. Knock his Fane. Barrier here. We're gonna shifting power here. Blink away from him. Root him. I think I'm dead here. DB him. Execute barrage. Ooh, really close. I think there's probably something I made a mistake on. I'm not sure. Close. Good duel. But yeah, anyways, Hunter, I think, is going to be your absolute hardest matchup. So, that was definitely really, really difficult, really close, though. Not too upset with how I played that. Not really sure what I could have done better off the top of my head. Maybe if one of those barrages or something crit, maybe he would have died, I don't know. But either way, it came down to the wire. That was a pretty good duel to start off the video, even though I did lose. Like I said, Hunter is probably your hardest counter in terms of just arena or just, you know, Arcane. Basically, Arcane is kind of hard countered by Hunters at the moment. But anyways, let's get on to the next duel. Alright, I thought for this duel, we would try to do a Demo Warlock. Demo Warlock can be pretty difficult. Warlock in general is a pretty hard class for Mage. This guy's like 2700 or something. Seems pretty good. I think for this duel we can stick with the talent build that we have here. This seems probably fine. So what we want to do in the opener is we want to mass invis. We're going to put a ring on him and on his port. Got it. Arcane Surge here. We're looking to meld coil if we can. Maybe we press alter soon. We kick him. Not going to kill Obelisk because he doesn't have any pets, so that would kind of be like a waste of time. So we get Axe Tossed. He's still kicked. I'll press alter time now that my barrier broke. I didn't meld the coil. It's fine. We can save it for later now. I need to pump fake these missiles as to not get CS on Arcane. Once I alter back, I pop my temp shield immediately. But now that he has the zoo out here, what we're going to do is we're just going to range it. Meld. Wall. Remove my curse. Chrono shift, and we're just kiting here. Block Shadow Fury. Now we're going to cast. However, he does have Axe Toss. He does a quarter DR there. Looks like he actually juked me. Oh, no, he didn't. He can just still cast Hand of Gul'dan, even though he's kicked on Fear, I see. We're going to double DB here. Ring. Trinkets that. Yeah, so we're going to press Ice Block here. Once his wall is over here, his health stem will also end. I should probably kill this Obelisk. I will use the... Do that. I can Trinket CS. I want to get him on Gul'dan if I can. Gul'dan is the highest value lockout that you can get. I'll alter back now into Temp. Trinket lock him on Gul'dan. Okay, I want to get my curse here, and then I can actually get a mass invis. Drop a ring on him. It's a surge. barrier first so I can get CC reduction on this incoming fear. Now I have palm double arcane blasts here. Still need to avoid CS. You can try to kill him here. DB him low. Hardcast the arcane blast. Boom. With the barrage. So pretty good duel there. That actually went pretty in my favor. Like all of those interactions went pretty good except for not melding that first coil. That could have been the only thing I think I could have done a little bit better. But I don't even think he was talented into counterspell. No, so that's actually something. I was juking a lot of those arcane missiles casts. However, he wasn't even running counterspell because Demon Warlock actually has to spec into counterspell. But yeah, either way, really good duel there. So you can see kind of how I use altar time and temporal shield in like I weave them. I use altar into a temp, which gives you a lot of, you know, ways to avoid damage. You're using your barrier to try to, you know, there was one point in the duel where he was casting fear on me and I barriered it, which is going to give me that 35% reduction to magic effects from the imp Priz barrier talent. So we're always going to play that into casters. Other than that, it went pretty good. Ring of Frost is a big deal. You can see I was even removing my Doom dot because Warlock has this curse dot that they put on you. It's called Doom. You can actually remove curse into a clean mass invis. That's how we got that nice ring at the end. But anyways, let's move on to the next duel here. Alright, so we're going to try to duel a melee class. We're going to duel this Windwalker monk here. I think the talents are looking pretty correct here. First thing we want to do is we want to create some distance and get a mass invis into a ring. We want to watch because he could spinning crane kick, so I'm actually going to go over here. Get the ring down. Surge. I'm going to alter before the incap here, so now when he sweeps me, I'm going to have alter time up for it. So I'm actually not going to trade my trinket. Still 100% life. I'm going to blink because I get a free charge of shimmer whenever I go back anyways. Create some distance here. You can supernova his flying serpent kick in a sec when he does it. Didn't really work out. That is karma. He rops me. Root him. Can temp in a sec. Temp now. 83% life. Just trying to build up some arcane stacks here. I'm going to block here. He doesn't have karma, so it doesn't matter too much that we had to trade the block. He's going far, so what we're going to do is slow him because we don't want to use our stacks. Palm double arcane blast with our DPS trinket active. I want to trinket this. Blast wave him. Making some distance. Casting. Big arcane blasts. Juked him. Execute barrage. And we won. Yeah, so as you guys can tell, not really too hard. You're going to beat most of these like melee classes like warriors and what are they called, Windwalker monks, because for one, just having no range to interrupt, you can out mobility them even though it may seem like they have a lot of mobility, as long as you're rotating supernova, ice nova, regular nova, blast wave, shimmer charges, alter, keeping chrono shift up on them, DBing them, you know, stuff like that. They shouldn't really ever be able to get to you, and you can cast while moving with slipstream and just spamming barrage and whatnot. So yeah, overall not too bad. Alright, I thought we'd try to duel warrior here. Warrior isn't too hard of a melee. Let me remove these hots I have. Alright, so a lot of it comes down to how you're dealing with their mobility here. We'll DB him first global into poly. Now what we want to do is we're going to mass invis ring around him. So on his charge, he will get CC'd, and then we can get the radiant on that. Meld the bolt maybe. Didn't get it. I do have altar time up. That's good. Double orb here. Good spear. I trinket. So I thought he was going to spear that global, so I trinket altered back. Now what we're going to do is we're going to supernova his leap. Got it. Now he's really fucked on mobility. Charge. Hopefully I don't get feared in forfeit range. If I can bug this, it's good. So I'm just going to go ahead and trade block because I messed up my shimmer there. Which is fine. It's okay. I'm going to blast wave him here. Root him far. Apply slow to him. Actually, I need to get reflect off. Slow him. You can use counterspell against warriors to get reflect off since it's off global. Just staying 40 yards. Not letting him play the game. As soon as he gets in line, I'll supernova. I'm actually going to let him just for content. Supernova him for a global. Alter, look over here. Alter back early before the Warbringer hits me. Shimmer again on his leap. Counterspell the reflex. Now we just cast on him and he should die. Temp just in case. Shimmer, DB him. Oh yeah. I blinked into him and gave him an impend. But yeah, that was funny. Good duel. Obviously you can tell I kind of was like not playing with my food a little bit, but this duel really shouldn't be too sketchy. The only uptime that they should have on you is in their Stormbolt, but ideally you have Trinket for that. Ideally you have Trinket for that, and then on the second one potentially they get your Ice Block there. A big thing into Warrior is also Spear, so obviously you can try to bug it like I did, but that requires a little bit of mechanical finesse. I actually screwed mine up. What you can do against it is a lot of the times you're trying to avoid it like preemptively. So I use the global cooldown tracker thing, like you guys know, like when I have the enemy nameplate here, it always says they're global. Well, Spear's on global, so you can tell if they like Stormbolt you. As soon as they're off global, a lot of the times their next global will be Spear. Against good warriors, sometimes they wait. So you can see in this duel, I Trinket Alter back as soon as he was off global on the Stormbolt, because I thought I was going to actually blink the Spear there, but didn't really work out. Just saying that that's kind of a play you should look for very often. Anyways, let me just get my cooldowns back here. Alrighty, so for the next duel, we're actually going to try this Unholy DK here. We're getting all the hard classes. We're getting all the hard classes in here, but I think that's the way to do it. So anyways, let's try to challenge this guy here. I think, so it does look like he's playing Strangulate, so we don't really need Imp Priz Barrier, but there's nothing really better to run. I think I might just run Echo. Echo might be decent here. And then we can actually just run Nether Tempest to increase the Echo damage, just because I don't really need this. I don't really envision me getting a Radiant Spark cast off, because it's going to be a lot of me kiting. We don't really need Imp clear casting because we do have Empowerment, and yeah, I think we'll try to play with this talent build here, see how that goes. So anyways, let's challenge him to the duel here, get the barrier up. One thing we want to start with is we want to just kind of keep some distance from him, duel, and we want to get a mass invis into a Ring of Frost. If he does look like he is going to like death and decay your mass invis in the opener, you need to kind of shimmer away from him during the mass and get that ring, because getting that starting ring is really important in my opinion. Looks like he's changing the builds. Is he running Strang now? Alright. Yeah, we're keeping our distance here. He hasn't accepted the duel quite yet. I think he's eyeing it up though. He's getting closer. Go. Oh. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Alright, so the duel's starting. We're gonna mass. I think he's gonna death and decay me. I kind of dodged it though. Get the bring down. Cast into it. And then we're gonna kite him into it. He's got AMS up. Fuck, I accidentally sent one of my Palm Blasts. We're just waiting this out. I'll Trinket this because that's his only CC really. Root him before I alter back. We're just gonna kite him out here on his big buttons. Just staying as far away as we can. Root the Wraith Walk there. Getting my empowerment stacks rolling here. Keeping 40-yard distance here. Get the Nether Tempest up as well. My barrier fell, so I can actually pop temp here. Gonna start farming stacks while my temp is up. Blast wave him here. Need to juke his kick. Blinds me. We're gonna DB him just to create some distance. I do want to look at getting a shifting power cast off, so maybe I just eat the interrupt. Yeah, good. Now I alter here. I'll blink away. Stuns me. I think I can greed this. Yeah, alter back now. Good. Throw my barrage. Then I magi. Yeah. My barrier is almost over, so I popped the temp. It's looking like he's just gonna go down. Yeah, so you can see the general idea here is to weave your... I even still had Ice Block. The general idea is to obviously just weave the altar, weave the temp, get the damage rolling early with the mass invis ring, so you can guarantee get that surge off. Dodging the D&D is really important in the opener. You could commit a shimmer charge for it as well. I'll be here. But yeah, anyways, nothing really to say there. We still did have the heal block, so even if the duel went a little bit worse, we still could have healed to full. But yeah, overall, not too bad. We go next.